Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. So today, this very first thing that I'm going to do is a warm-up video with you, and we're going to do the first two on the 10 warm-up studies for band. Now this exercise is for everyone, all wind players, okay, and it's all in unison. So I'm making this video so that you guys can play along with me. I'm going to play it. We're going to talk about the rhythms in it. It's very, very simple. We're going to do a couple of little things here, and I'm going to talk about this. So percussion, your videos are on their way, so you don't have to worry about this one right now. So this packet you had in your folder that you got when you picked it up, it's called 10 warm-up studies for band. And I will post this PDFs of these if I can find them in my computer, because I made them a long time ago, to the Google Classroom. So if you can't find yours, your sheet music will be there. And the other thing that we're going to do are a couple of exercises out of the Green Standard of Excellence book. Like I said, percussion, don't worry. Mr. Rawlings is in the process right now of making some really great warm-up videos that we're going to be using during drumline and some other things. So what we're going to do first is go ahead and get your instrument set up and pause, and once you do that, then you can play along with me. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at this called 10 warm-up studies. Now, I'm a flute player. Most all of you know that, but if you didn't, that's my instrument. So I'm going to be playing these this morning with you on flute. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get my metronome out and ready. So I have an app on my phone. It's called, let me find it, TE Tuner. Tonal Energy Tuner is what it stands for. And it starts out like that, and it does little practice things. I believe it's like $1 or $2, but if you don't want to use, like you don't want to buy it, there are free metronome downloads for your phone. There's also a Met download, I believe. Let's go to my screen here. I'll open one up. Okay, so let me share my screen with you, and let me find it. Let me do a share screen, and what I'm going to do is we're going to type in on here. We're going to type on online metronome. All right, free, and here it is. I think this is the one I use. This is the second one down. Maybe that's not it. Yeah, it is. So over here, what's really cool is it gives you some indications right here. Of course, you're going to have ads. That's just how it works. But you've got some indications. So what we could do this morning is I'll go ahead and share my computer sound with you, and you can see how this works. So I can do, let's just say we want to do 60. See if it, oh, it makes you create an account these days. It didn't used to. Yeah. It's not very loud, but you can do it. So this one's free. If you put your headphones in, it's much louder. So there's that one for free. And I think, let's see if this one works. I've not used this one before. This one's kind of neat. So you can do them on your screen. You can sign up for some free stuff if you want to use the Met. Oh, whoa, it's in another language. Oh, but you can just scroll down and you can change it. So let's go, we'll just do 60. And you can change how many beats per measure. See? So it's pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause that for a moment. And so the first exercise on the page, and I'm going to come back to stop share for just a moment. The first exercise on the page you'll see is number 1. It's a melody by Marcel Moyse. Marcel Moyse was a flute player, and so a lot of these exercises are really, really great exercises for us, not just as flute players, but as all wind players. So the very first thing that we're going to do, this exercise is really, really great. It's in B-flat, so we all know the key of B-flat, and we're all working on very long and sustained legato pitches, and we're looking for good tone here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my metronome on 52. This is how I practice this. So I'm going to turn the volume up on my metronome, so hopefully you can hear it. All right. I hope you can hear that. So there's my metronome. I'm going to play through this first one, and I'm not going to do any of the dynamics that are written. You'll see some crescendos and decrescendos. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play them with nothing. I'm focusing on my tone, getting all good sounds. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so sorry I had to turn. I've got a little setup here with my music stand. So what I did here was I focused on really getting a nice clean sound. Now you'll notice here, it's really interesting. Take a look between measures 1 and 2. You'll notice that the notes are the same. So if I'm playing a C instrument like tuba or flute or trombone or baritone, you're going to have F, B flat, D, D, C, or whatever instrument that you have. It's going to be like G, C, E, E. Okay, so if you're a B flat instrument. So whatever your notes are here, take a look at them. You have a repeated note. Now notice they're all under a slur. This means you do retongue. So if I'm playing along, you're going to hear me retongue between the first and second measures, even though they're under a slur. Listen. Did you see that? So that's really important. We need to make sure that we re-articulate. That's kind of the point of this one. The other one now, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to add my dynamics. And this, you're going to start, now, I don't have any dynamics written there, but we're going to start at about a mezzo piano. So MP, mezzo piano, medium soft. And we're going to crescendo up to a forte at the bar line. And then we're going to come back down to mezzo piano just like this. Okay, so we're going to play this again together. Take really good breaths. You may breathe every 2 measures. You need to take really good deep breaths. So here we go. Let's play this together. 1, 2, 3, and. All right, so that very first one, if you notice, there's a fermata over the last note, okay? So we do hold that one longer. I'm not going to do number 2 and 3. I am going to do number 4 with you today. Now, this one's in the key of E flat, so this is super important. So if you're a C instrument, and what I mean by that, concert pitch, so we're flutes, trombones, baritones, tubas, any of those people, you're going to have 3 flats in your key signatures, B flat, E flat, and A flat. If you're an E flat instrument, everything's natural, no sharps, no flats. All right, so we got to have naturals in there, pay attention. If we're French horns, just B flats and E flats. We're in the key of B flat for you guys. And if we're B flat instruments, we're in the key of F, so 1 flat, so B flat. Okay, so super important. Make sure we're playing that B flat in there. Flutes, remember A, gotta have that A flat. A flat is in 3rd for the trombones. Baritones, tubas, euphonium. All right, first valve A flat, super important. I use the exact same tempo for number 1 and number 4, which is quarter note equals 52. So if you're using your met, which you should be, if you need a metronome, contact me. I'll get you one. We have some here at school. Super important. All right. So this one is a melody, a very famous melody from a piece of music called La Forza del Destino, which is Italian for the force of destiny. This is the most famous melody in it, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's by a man named Giuseppe Verdi. He lived during the Romantic period, and this is a beautiful melody. I'm going to play this for you. Notice you have 3 beats rest, and then you come in. It's important that you follow the breath marks for the phrasing, and important that you follow the dynamics, okay? So I'm going to play this once for you, and then we're going to go back and we're going to play it together. So go ahead and do fingers in air with me for this first one, and then we're going to go back and play it together. So here's my metronome at quarter note equals 52. Here we go. I'll count, and you do the fingers in air. 1, 2. Isn't that pretty? So this is a very haunting melody, but very, very beautiful. So this melody is great. And first thing we want to do is we're really focusing on our tone here, guys. This is really important. You need to take a really deep, deep breath of air all the way down into the stomach. Super important, okay? Take a good breath of air. Sorry, turn the med off. And then next, we're really going to push our air through those crescendos. Your tone is only going to get better with the amount of air that you take in. All right, so let's play this one together. This one is not technically difficult. Actually, you know what? The first thing I'd like to do is count this. So I'm going to turn the met back on, and I'm going to count it. All right, and this is a good way of getting your rhythm. So check it out. Here we go. Rest, rest, rest. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 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 Rest. All right, let's play it. Here we go. Play with me, please. And you should take time and go back and play these multiple times. Do them with a tuner. See if you can't get them in tune as well. That's also very, very important. Right now, I'm just trying to get you to blow some good air. Here we go. And 1, 2. So if you notice part of the way through there, I actually ran out of air before the breath mark, and that's okay if you do that. The thing is that you can't lose time when you run out of air. Do not lose time. You just keep going with that metronome. Don't stop. You just keep it going, okay? It's very, very important. Let's see some other good ones. You know what? Since we're on the key of E flat, there is an articulation study. Yes, if you turn the page, you will find one actually, and I think the PDF cut it off, but it starts in measure 68 of the packet, and it's in the key of E flat. It's a nice little articulation study in the exact same key that we just played in, guys. And it's really great. I absolutely love it. And it's technically number 6, but it starts on measure 68. You'll notice it's just straight eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, it's very, very simple. This one, we're just moving up and down the E flat major scale. Remember what key we're in, and we're working on very short little staccato bouncy notes. Now, when I practice this one, I like to put this metronome when I start on 90. So here's your tempo. Quarter note equals 90. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But for now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to back it up a little bit. We're going to put it on 78, and this will give us a little bit of room to get our tongues moving. So you want to use the very, very tip of your tongue. So if you're a reed player, the tip of the tongue to the tip of the reed, right on the tip. If you're a brass player, that needs to hit the back of your teeth. All right. Flute player, the very tip of the tongue needs to hit the bottom of the tip of the teeth. Almost like you're spitting rice. It's very, very important. So what we want to do here is I'm going to play this for you very, very short. And I'm going to play it twice for you, and you play along with me on the second time. I want you to continue to practice these on your own, though. It gives you a little bit of dexterity and endurance in the muscles in your face. You should be practicing these more than just the one time in the video, but the video is here to guide you along, all right? So here's my metronome. I'm turning it to 78. When you practice it on your own, you put it whatever tempo you feel comfortable. But here for me today, I'm slowing it down to 78, and I'm focusing on my articulations. This is an articulation study, okay? So I'm going to play mine, and here's how it sounds the first time. Then go back and play it with me. Here it is. 3. All right, that's how that goes. So go ahead and get your instrument. I'll count us in, and we're going to play that together. Remember, you need to practice this just a bit more than what we're doing here, but here's the basic study. So here we go. Let's practice it together at quarter note equals 78. 2, ready. Okay, so there's the first 3 that I want to get started with. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to end this video. This is video number 1. So I'm going to end this video, and if you have any questions regarding these 3 exercises, remember we're working out of the warm-up studies for band, the 10 warm-up studies for band. We're doing exercises number 1, number 4, and number 6. Which is number 6 starts on measure 68 of your packet. So we're only doing those 3 exercises to get started out of this. I'll be back with another video from our Standard of Excellence book. So in the meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. See you later.